So, hi guys, and welcome to this live watch along of another game, the the penultimate game at the FIFA Football World Cup with England and France taking on each other to decide who finishes third and who finishes fourth. Many ways, a kind of a, in many ways, a kind of a, you know, game that is pointless, as the title says, but a game that is played, and there's when you think about it, there is quite a quite a few things at stake that could be determined tonight, and quite a few things that could well be determined tonight, and we'll be talking about those, and thinking back on the World Cup, how it was, how it could have been, how could it been have been it how it could have been better, etc., and whatnot. So that's where we are, and yeah,
So where we are and India.
so we'll see how we go. About an hour to go before the game kicks off in Miami. Final tomorrow, of course. Spain taking on Argentina. Lionel Messi-led Argentina will fight it out for the trophy for the 2026 World Cup. But tonight it's all about the game between the French and the English. Of course, a game that is I mean, like, steeped in history, I'd say, with all the rivalries, etc. And I mean, the main thing that could have a big bearing on sort of a trophy. It could be the who wins the golden ball. I think Messi has already won it. I think Messi has. If you disagree, then do let me know. If you think someone else could be in shout for the golden golden ball, yeah, of course, and I think golden boot and golden ball in theory could be won by Messi, both of them, but I mean, certainly today could have a big bearing on where the where the golden boot goes. I'm not sure who's in. I mean, of course, I think Spain have already or Una Simon has already won the what do you call the Golden Glove, and yeah, we'll see where we go from here, and yeah, the team news is out. A lot of speculation about who might be playing tonight and who might not be playing. So the team news is out. Let me just share the team news with you, and let me just share the team news with you. So this is the team that the two managers have put out. As you can see, let's start with England first. I mean, Dean Henderson starts, so no doubt Dean Henderson starts. Yeah, so Rice starts. Sorry about the disturbance and everything, and starts. Uh, Rice starts, and yeah. So I was just checking the audio so that it's working fine, and and yeah. Rice starts considering that he's been ill and everything, and Gay he starts. I mean, no doubt about that. Saka and Saka starting, considering he wasn't even fit enough to play a single minute in the game in the semi-final. I'm surprised that Saka is starting in this. I'm surprised that Saka is starting in this game, and yeah. So Rashford, Rogers, no Gordon, no Harry Kane, as I can see. Ezra starts. Tony, Spence, Kwanzaa obviously coming back from his suspension. So it's a bit of a surprise that kind of team news that I'm seeing with England. I thought they might go a bit stronger than what they have done, and they might go a bit stronger than what they have done. But I mean, that looks a really ordinary sort of a team. I mean, when I don't know what to make of it. Tony a striker in a when Kane rested, of course, Gordon rested, Bellingham rested, Morgan Rogers dropped. I mean, I thought he might have played, must be injured or something. I mean, Morgan Rogers is not even on the bench, I think. I'm not sure what has happened there with Rogers. That's sort of surprising. And yeah, I mean, like I'm surprised that Rogers isn't playing. I thought he did okay in the game, and I mean, of course, provided the assist for the goal for what's his name, Anthony Gordon. But Rogers is not even on the bench. I don't know whether Rogers is injured or anything. Must be injured. Just looking at a few things like why might Morgan Rogers not be starting tonight, and like I am surprised that he isn't. I'm surprised that he isn't. And yeah, the French team, you can see Zaire Emery is there, Theo Hernandez, uh, whatnot. So mm, it is a bit, it is a bit surprising that I mean England's team is like they look weaker than considerably weaker than the French team. Malo Gusto at right back, Konate and Lecroix, they have made changes as well. Theo Hernandez, Zaire Emery, Rabiot, Olise, Cherki, Doué, and Mbappe. Mbappe starts. I mean, he clearly wants the golden boot, and and uh, and maybe maybe he wants to become the top scorer at the Football World Cups. He's not far behind Messi. Could conceivably do it. Will he do it for sure? I mean, could well do it. Could well do it, but could well do it. But Kane isn't starting. I think both have same number of goals. Kane and what's his name, Mbappe. They are on both. They both are on same number of goals. So I mean, very soon I'll be focusing on the teams and just like looking at a few things as in how it could be, how it could be, and like I mean, didn't Kane want to play? I mean, must be Tuchel's decision to give game time to his other players and everything or whatnot. But anyways, let's just focus on the team and then we'll talk about some of the other stuff that's that's going on. That's going on. Of course, Morgan Rogers. I mean, who isn't on the bench? I think he's not there on the bench, right? I don't think Morgan Rogers is on the bench. But anyways, anyways, so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, and let's see what happens, and yeah. So yeah, I mean France do look a lot fresher. I mean, by fresher, I mean like their team looks. I mean, I think England would have been hurt more by their semi-final exit than France in particular. I mean, France they played a really good side. England might feel a bit of injustice in the way that they were knocked out by Argentina. I mean, they said there were like a lot of fouls, but the way England played in the last half an hour in particular, they didn't deserve to go through. I don't think England deserved to go through. I'm not an England supporter at all. I mean, I follow Newcastle United, but I am not an I'm not an England supporter, and will never be. I mean, for me, I mean their players display a bit of arrogance, which I don't like, and uh, and and which is not my cup of tea. Anyway, but I mean Pickford, I can live with. I mean it's okay. Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford. For me, you don't lose too much. You don't lose out. I mean too much if Pickford isn't playing. Then I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised that I'm just surprised that Rice is playing. I mean, like he's been taken off ill in the last. I mean, taken off in the last two games. Once because of illness, once because of tactical or whatever. He perhaps wasn't fit enough to play 90 minutes, and and yeah, yeah. As a, I mean, if he's going to play, I'm just thinking of the formation. Would they have gone with Spence at left back? Nico Riley dropped again. I mean, what was the point of who was the English left back going into this tournament? Dropping Lewis Hall. I mean, that is absolutely stupidity from Tuchel. I will hold him to that. I mean that is just madness, absolute madness. And this team, I mean, I know they are playing for the third and fourth place in the World Cup, but that team is no way good enough to win a football World Cup. They were lucky. They ended up in on the side of the draw that they did, and and I'm like, I know they've rested a few players, they dropped a few players, but I mean, holy moly, that is Stones dropped again, Anderson dropped. Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyways, French look good. I mean, Maignan, I mean, Konate, Lecroix. I mean, obviously, Saliba was never going to play. He's out injured for the next foreseeable future. And then we have Theo Hernandez, Lucas Digne. You can flip a coin between the two as to who should play and who shouldn't, and who shouldn't. So, who should play and who shouldn't. So, that way is I'm fine with that. I mean, and Upamecano, Konate for me, Upamecano and Konate, there isn't that much of a difference in what they offer, and yeah, so I I I I genuinely don't see any difference. Zaire Emery, I think, is better player than Chouameni and is better player than Chouameni and Kone. I mean, the potential for him is far greater. Uh, Rabiot, I mean, you could have. I mean, Rabiot, I think, is the one that one could have been. I mean, he could have been dropped, but perhaps his last game for the French team. Didier Deschamps, we know, is leaving. Olise, I'm fine with. Cherki, he comes in for Dembele. Doué for Bakola is, I mean, same side of the fame. I mean, the other side of the same coin, you pick Due or what's his name, Bakola. It's for me, it's more or less the same thing, and yeah. So that ways I'm fine. I'm fine with any of them, and they could really wipe the floor with this England team tonight. They are just awful, and they are just awful. I mean, this team bereft of any sort of confidence or anything, and I fear it could be a mauling. It could be a mauling for England tonight in Miami. I mean, it's going to be hot. Obviously, the Gulf, uh, the Gulf sort of a region, and the Gulf sort of a region, and I mean, I am worried for England. They could be in for a, they could be in for a bit of a mauling tonight, and what will be, what will be. Obviously, as I mentioned briefly, uh, Deschamps is leaving. Deschamps is leaving after this World Cup. Poor guy lost his mother. I mean, like, I'm not saying like it isn't bad enough, but while the tournament was going on, makes it, I think, even worse. He missed the game against the third one against Norway. I think he wasn't there on the bench. He wasn't there on the bench, and he wasn't there on the bench, and then he's returned. I mean, France. It's it is what it is, but I don't know what to say. And I mean, the game there is. I mean, if England try, they could. If England try, they could. I mean, give us a good game. I expect open sort of a game with England attacking, uh, France attacking. France will definitely attack. They are built to attack. The personnel that they have is attacking. England team, I mean, many of them are walking wounded. Rice captaining, I don't know how long he will last. and he's been. I mean, I think people at Arsenal would be really unhappy with with the with the decision to play him play him even in this game. I mean, should have been rested. Chance for an injury as well. Madueke dropped. Oh dear. He's been terrible, Noni Madueke in this uh, in this tournament, and yeah. So about half an hour to go before the game begins in Miami. Uh, Final tomorrow, obviously. Spain taking on Argentina. I nearly spread Spain. And Spain taking on Argentina in New York, New Jersey. Uh, and uh, and what happens tomorrow? I mean, I think if England believe, I mean, that only Argentina were kicking the lumps out of them and they didn't committed any fouls, then I think England are sadly mistaken. England are sadly mistaken, and because I think from what I saw, they were equally guilty of, or you can call them culpable of making errors, fouls, dirty fouls, and yeah. Final tomorrow. Spain by far have been the best team in this. By far have been the best team in this football World Cup, and I mean, if they can throttle Lionel Messi or marginalize him, and depends on the team news as well. Marginalize Messi, then because Spain are a lot better team at keeping possession, but England allowed Messi all the possession. He drifted out wide, didn't do much against the fullbacks and the helping wingers or midfielders, defensive midfielders, and so I mean Spain for me start as favorites, but the favorites don't always win the game. Uh, don't always win the game in the end, and yeah. But Argentina have players who can hurt you on the day. Obviously, Julian Alvarez is one of them. Messi, of course, and Lautaro Martinez. I'm not a fan of Lautaro Martinez. He's okay, but he's okay, and uh, and the midfield, McAllister, Enzo, Fernandez. I mean, and, so I mean, Spain, I think would generally keep more possession, but it'll be Argentina with the moments. I think it will be a better, well cultured or more cultured game than what we saw between England and Argentina. Of course, there's political and historical events that sort of ratcheted up the tension, the heat. I mean the heat of the game that I'm talking about, and uh, and then and then from there it was all England were dominating, and then yeah. So tomorrow I think Spain are the favorites. Argentina will relying on moments, will be relying on moments. I don't think Spain will make the mistake that England did, that is go all defensive. They didn't do that. They didn't do this. This. thing against France, so very unlikely that they'll do it against England. Or sorry, against Argentina. Yeah. Um, I mean, I built up to this game looking at Kane and Mbappe, but of course Kane has been rested. Um, maybe maybe Kane himself asked to be rested. Crap! I am looking at the bench and I have missed the whole fucking thing that Rogers is starting. I don't know what the hell got inside me. I mean, Rogers is starting. I thought. I mean, he's. I mean, the deal between Aston Villa and Chelsea has been agreed for Morgan Rogers, and he'll be happy going to Chelsea. Arsenal were in for him, and, yeah. So I mean, I kept looking at the bench. I mean, ignoring the obvious. That is just so stupid of me. I genuinely, I'm genuinely apologetic about what the fuck did I do and what the fuck did I do and yeah. So, oh man, that is such a big blooper on my part. I kept good. I mean, look, good 2 3 minutes I spent on. Good 2 3 minutes I spent on like looking for Rogers, like why he wasn't starting was so good. Oh, why he wasn't starting and why he wasn't even on the bench. Of course, he is starting, and so uh, I'm like just confused as to what I should be talking about. Like tomorrow's final, which is so you know, which is so enticing, and today's game, which is I mean, sort of a game that you would like to watch, but if you missed, I mean, nothing, no problem as such, and no problem as such. So yeah, what I would say is like I know Miami is in a different time zone, sort of, than the other part of US. So maybe this game could have been played little earlier, but obviously time zone has to be taken into consideration and everything. So that's sort of fine. And I mean, England would be so disappointed with how the World Cup has turned out. I know they were, you could say, minutes away from making the final, but in the end they paid for their stupidity or their managers' stupidity, and and now they are out of this tournament. And I mean, this is out of 104 matches. This is the only one which is not about the trophy. Rest 103, you are going for the trophy. You are in for the hunt. Whether, I mean, even if a match like Jordan versus Algeria, or given how or let's say a match between Uzbekistan and Vissa. Hell am I doing? Uzbekistan and DR Congo. You know that if if Congo can qualify, they can win the World Cup. But I mean, this is the only match which, in theory, doesn't give you a chance to win the which doesn't give you a chance to win the World Cup, which is which is I mean, if you have any thoughts on whether this match should be played or this match totally should be scrapped, then do let me know. Because I don't know what are we trying to achieve, and in this game, like Mbappe playing against a non-motivated side, uh, against team that is not motivated, they could they could you know he could score 3 or 4 goals and capture the golden boot. I mean, ahead of Messi or someone else. I mean, there should be some sort of, you know, there should be some sort of palpable motivation that should drive both teams to compete. And I mean, there's nothing. I mean, would you care if you finish third, fourth, fifth, or whatever? I mean, why not a match for fifth and sixth place between, I mean, losing quarterfinalists or whatever? I mean, so that's where my thinking and I thinking is I genuinely think it will be a good open contest between the two. I genuinely think it will be a good open contest, but the game as such, maybe all the players staff would want to come back home. So that ways I'm a bit like that. Come on, why are we staying? Why aren't our flights booked? Why aren't we, heading home? We have a competitive league or leagues around Europe to play in. They could do with an extra 2 3 days rest. So that's where I am with the that's where I am with the thinking and thought process. Maybe maybe we could do without this game, but then FIFA, they're all about minting money and everything. Because apart from that, I don't think there's any sense in keeping this in having this match in any way, shape, or form. In any way, shape, or form, and yeah. So that's the I think main thing. About 20 minutes to go before the game begins. Uh, my prediction for the game would be I'm going to go with a 3-0 to France. I think England would find it really, really, really tough. England would find it really, really, really tough. I mean, looking at that side, I mean, Saka starting. I mean, considering he wasn't fit enough to start or play a single minute in the semi-final, I mean, questions have to be asked. Why is he starting? And if he's fit enough, why wasn't he played in the semi-final when England needed, you know, legs, fresh legs? And so that's that's a question that's well worth asking, and that's well worth asking, and yeah. I mean, Arsenal would be unhappy with Rice starting as well. France has so many options. You look at Konate and Lacroix. I mean, if these two had played instead of Konate and Upamecano and Saliba throughout the tournament, no one would have complained. Konate is obviously signed with Real Madrid. Maxence Lacroix of Crystal Palace. Not sure how long he will stay with Crystal Palace. Who is the new manager of Crystal Palace? Do we know that? Do we know who Crystal Palace's new manager is? And that's surprising. I don't know that. Just check out. I mean, he could very well be away. I mean, Maxence Lacroix has been targeted by Chelsea as well. So I mean, PSH, of course, I knew PSH, but I mean, somehow just didn't ring a bell. That name PSH with the. I mean, I totally switched off from the club football. I mean, I know what's happening with most of the teams, but it's sort of switched off with, with what's happening. And obviously, he was with someone in the French league, PSH, and yeah. So I mean, I just found out that Chelsea are looking at Maxence Lacroix. I mean, he formerly of Wolfsburg signed with Palace a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Very reliable, very good. I mean, I didn't know whether he was that good that he would be selected with France, but of course he has been. In fact, I mean he's been third choice. I mean the first choice pairing has been Upamecano and Saliba, but instead of Konate being the second choice, it's been it's been the former Wolfsburg defender who's been the second choice. Sorry, you know, in cricketing terms, you'd say one drop like uh, or the first change you'd call it that ways. I mean, any of the defender gets injured. I mean, then I think Deschamps has tended to go for Lecroix and Zidane. Of course, I forgot to mention he's the he will be the new he will be the new French manager, and you know there could be extra time and penalties tonight. God, I hope there aren't. I mean, just finish this match in the first 90 minutes or so. I mean, if it goes, it goes. But I genuinely hope it doesn't go. It doesn't go to the extra time or penalties, and we find our match winners, match winning team in the first 90 minutes, and I think France will comprehensively beat England. Obviously, having said that, there's a lot of pride at stake between the two teams. I mean, you don't want to be absolutely I mean, absolutely taken to town by your you know. Obviously, France and England don't share a border, but they're very close. And I mean, you don't want to be absolutely hammered by a neighbor, let's call it neighbor, and going back to the world wars and everything. They fought together against the entity, triple entity, right? Uh, and but I mean, the French team. I mean, obviously they've had 24 hours more to recover from the heartache of being eliminated by Spain. England may be still carrying some wounds, you know. And I mean, looking at the English formation and saying, obviously Henderson, the goalkeeper, Konza and Gehi are the two centre halves. Kwanzaa at right back, Spence at left back, Rice and let's say as the pivot, let's call it. And then we have Tony as main striker, Rogers down the right, Rashford down the left, and wait, Rogers as the number 10, Saka down the right, and Rashford down the left. That's how I see England going with. That's my take on that formation. France, of course, I think Olise on the right, Doué on the left, and then Turkey maybe in the middle. I mean, dropping slightly deep to help out his midfield of Rabiot and Warren Zaire, and uh, yeah, uh, I mean, Spence, I won't talk about. I'm, I think, I just think he's just an average player, but the way he's performed well above his abilities that he has shown. And I mean, previously, I mean, Antonio Conte just didn't fancy him at all. Just didn't fancy him at all in the Spurs lineup. He openly called out that it was a club signing and whatnot, and I mean, he just didn't play him, and yeah, I mean that can't be easy for a young player to take that the manager just doesn't fancy you. So the manager just doesn't fancy you, and the manager just doesn't fancy you. 10 minutes to go. Pretty sure the both teams are 10 minutes to go for the match to start in Miami, and I think you could predict it already that Mbappe could get a couple of goals easily tonight. I mean, move ahead of Messi. I mean, Messi has got eight, Mbappe has got eight, Kane has I think six, and I think it's a sort of admission of defeat that by Kane isn't starting. Maybe it's the. I mean, Deschamps said that he wanted to rest Mbappe, but Mbappe wanted to play. I mean, I'm not sure about Kane whether he wanted to play or he wanted uh, he wanted to be rested. So I mean, if Kane wanted to be rested, I mean, maybe he doesn't fancy getting any goals against this French team, especially the French defense. I mean, he could have. I mean, he's behind Mbappe, so for him, maybe I mean, getting the golden boot was never in question as such. And individual awards when you are like when I mean, I'm pretty sure all 22 players would give up the individual awards for the nation, for the team, for the country to win the trophy. But that can't happen, and yeah, so I mean, like Kane not playing, having analyzed and like talked it out, and talking through it, thinking out loud, if I can say, then it makes more of a sense. I mean, Kane would need to outscore Mbappe by 2 or 3 goals to even be in consideration, and I mean that's I mean, given the state of the England team, I think that is highly unlikely to happen. I mean, England may score 1 goal, uh, but I mean may score two at best. But I can't see them scoring, more than two, even on a good day, and with some of their best players missing. So make what you want to make of that. And I mean, even if I mean there was a strong possibility that this could have been a World Cup final. And even if these two teams were playing in a World Cup final, I would have said that no, I don't think England are winning. England could have, but I think if these two teams play each other 10 times, not these particular 11 men, but France take on England. I think France beat England 6 times out of 10 easily. France beat England 6 times out of 10. Uh, we're moving closer to the kickoff. Moving closer, very very close. I think much time is left. Much time is left. 7 minutes to go before the game begins. Game begins, and 7 minutes to go before the game begins. Once again, just praying. I mean, not that I'm not looking forward to watching this game, but I'm just hoping that this game finishes in 90 minutes. No one, I mean, especially the players, I don't think they want to be, they want to be in a situation where they're having to play in 90 minutes. They have come off a grueling season, and another one lies in wait. Thankfully, next year longest break, 5 6 weeks at least, and 5 6 weeks at least, because I mean Rice, Saka, and what else? Rice, Saka, etc. I mean, I can't see them starting the opening games. Today is sort of 19th in India. It is Sunday morning or Sunday sort of, and uh, and uh, and and so about 5-ish weeks to go before the start of the. I mean, these players would be given. I mean, 3.5 weeks of rest once they get home, so that would take them to around 10th of August. Then getting back to training. I mean, after a long, grueling 5.5 weeks of World Cup action, it's going to take them a time to get warmed up to the situation, get match fit, etc. So come September, they might starting games. Until then, I don't think they'll be starting. At least they might be rested altogether. In fact, there was news that Saka Rice, as a maybe not as a Saka Rice, they'll be given time to rest and recuperate. Other players, other Arsenal players, Saliba was one, but now he I think is out till the new year. Can't see him starting. Can't see him starting a game until the new year. At least he'll be requiring back surgery. He's got a broken back, or I mean, would you just say fracture in his back? So I don't know. I don't know where he is at, and Arsenal will be needing players. I mean, they don't want to be dropping points at the very beginning of the season, because at the very end, maybe their players would begin to tire. I mean, fatigue might set in, and they are, after all, the defending champions at the FIFA, at the Premier League. So, so yeah, I mean, just realized Dean Henderson and Maxence Lacroix playing. I mean, these two are teammates at Palace currently. How it ends up, as I told you, Maxence Lacroix is now now being linked with the move away to Chelsea. I mean, when you know Xabi Alonso was earning all the praise for the job he was doing. He was playing three at the back at Bayer Leverkusen, so he might play three at the back. And I mean, in that situation, Morgan Rogers on the left or on the right will be a good will be a good will be a good you know will be a good option. I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll start games right away, but he'll be a good option. And yeah, so about 2 minutes to go. I'll start getting ready as well with the game and let me just let me just go back to the scene. Yeah. Yeah, about a minute to go for the game to kick off. About a minute to go for the game to kick off in Miami. My prediction, I think I've told you, I think I'm going with the 3-0 to France, who are listed as home team. And then we'll see how it ends up. How it ends up. Yeah. So let me just change. If the bloody remote can work. I mean, bronze final. Dear, oh dear. Deschamps isn't there, I think. Deschamps, I haven't seen Deschamps. They were focusing on someone else. The game has kicked off. France with the usual kickoff. France with the usual kickoff. Let's see what we see in this game. Gehi will pass out to Ezra. Spence Rice again passes back. You could, you know, excuse him this time with there was no option, viable option forward. It's Ezra. I mean, I don't think England utilized him properly enough. Oh, headed away. Maybe there was a chance for Tony, I think. I mean, Tuchel must not fancy Watkins, I mean, he's barely given him any minutes. Barely given him any minutes. And Tony could have scored. I don't know what happened or what went wrong with that header. Rice intercepts, drives forward. Declan Rice, the captain, shoots. Oh, Declan Rice scores 1-0 to England. I mean, poor pass. And Declan Rice has scored. Wow. I mean, that's a ton up for the that's a ton up for the books. I mean, I never thought, but Mignon didn't even move. And England, wow, dear oh dear. Not sure who it was. I think it was Zaire Emre, I think. Zaire Emre? No, maybe not. It right in the corner. I don't know who gave the ball away, but many on no chance. 1-0. I think it was Zaire Emre who gave the ball away. Poor guy. Tuchel happy. Declan Rice scores. I mean, this is unbelievable. I mean, it is believable. Might be a bit of hyperbole on my part. England captain scores. Must be something in that armband. Konate, Lecroix. And I'm wearing red to be completely neutral. See tomorrow what happens. France beginning to, turn on the style. I still think France will win this game. Blocked. Shot is blocked by, Mbappe's shot. I mean, with this game, the way it is, there's very little, that there's very little talk about in terms of. I mean, stories in and around. Yes, the transfer market is open. Tony dropping deep as well. Is it Tony? It is Tony. I mean, he's dropping deep as well, trying to be a bit like Kane. It's Tony. Could play in Rashford. Defending. I mean, France have a lot of time. And like we're just into the 6th minute, and the France, I think, have a lot of time. They could, they could. I mean, they don't need to panic. Not that they would anyway, but good ball. Yes, Rogers. Oh, Rashford! Rashford! Oh, blocked wide. Man, Rashford could have scored. I thought for a moment when Mignon went to his left that the ball was going to his right. I mean, deflected off Malagusto. Rice to take the corner has made an impressive start. Zaire Emery marking Rashford. Mbappe is back as well. When France don't want to be going 2-0 down. Oh, done well there. England have made a bright start in this game. Oh, good ball. Mbappe. Oh, good defending there by Spence. Got back. Oh, man. Mbappe, we know, is quick, but Spence somehow got his foot in and Rashford. Good start, impressive start by England. Really, really impressive. Oh, that's a foul by Gusto on as a free kick. Rashford to take. That's a needless foul to give away. Why is it that it's the clock is like Rice will be taking again. Rashford, not so much. Oh, headed away by Konate. France, I don't know what they're doing. Oh, Tony. Rashford had made a good run. It's Gay. Oh, good covering by Malagusto. And we've seen very little of Olise, Doué. Yes. Oh, good save by Henderson. Zaire Emery really got hold of that. Out. Henderson collects. And Zaire Emery got hold of that brilliantly. Left footed. It was Choki, not Zaire Emery. I thought it looked like Zaire Emery. It was Choki on his left foot. Miami, Florida. I mean, good open this game. There's plenty of other goals. It's Rogers cuts in 2-0. Oh, Saka it is offside though. I mean, I just in my mind I can't fathom the thing that I just can't fathom the thing that Saka is even starting for me. And like is he offside? He's not offside. It didn't look offside to me there. Deschamps is there. Zaire Emery is having a nightmare. He's lost the ball. I mean, his touch has sort of deserted him. I mean, Due, Olise, I've not seen much of Olise. We might hear that he gets the ball. And Shaka didn't look offside there. Olise. It was a cracking finish by Saka nonetheless. I mean, his reaction maybe tells you that he was offside, but I mean, it's Olise. Too many touches, that's a foul. Tony, will see the replay here. He's offside. He's offside. I thought the player in the middle might have played him on, but the line is that they are showing is for the player who. Once again, good open game. This comes Due. I think it is Due. Mbappe. Good defending there by Gehi. Mbappe really took concert task there. Headed away by Tony. I mean, he'll be. I mean, he's starting games ahead of Watkins. That's a terrible pass by Olise on his. Seems to have hurt himself, Olise. Maybe? No, looks fine. France dominating possession, but obviously that counts for little. Olise up against Pence. Rashford back. The many outs. This good, enjoyable first 16-17 minutes. Oh, good ball. Here goes Saka. I think it is Saka. Comes in, deflected this time. I mean, he looks fine. I'm like, you have to ask, why didn't he play? Why didn't he play on Wednesday? Onside. I mean, why didn't he play on Wednesday? And should have come in at 1-0 when it was 1-0 to England. That ball doesn't look in quadrant for this England corner. Rice to take. Oh, 2-0, Tony! Oh, Konsa. Rice with the assist. It's 2-0 to England. Man, this is going completely against what I thought. Rice corner, Konsa, and Bellingham now on camera. Looks happy. We should be. France. What the hell are they doing? I mean, Rabiot. Terrible marking. Beaten to the header. Far post. No one on the line. And 2-0. France. What the hell are they doing? This game could well be done and dusted. France would need a one hell of a comeback from here. I cannot believe my eyes. England have had 5 attempts, 2 on targets, both have gone in. Rabiot, such poor marking. It's not Theo Hernandez, it's Lucas Hernandez who's playing. Spence, Rashford as a good link up. Gahey, good ball. Tony in behind. Offside, Tony was, but came allowed to. And this is disgusting from France. Olise and both Chouamani and Kone not playing tonight. Chouamani and Kone and Rabiot. I never really thought he was that good a player. Olise, Mbappe. Might fancy a shot. Oh, wide. if the game keeps going like this, he could kiss his chances of golden boot goodbye. Still plenty of time, I'd say this hydration break. Fuck's sake, I'd forgotten about this. The hydration break, the useless hydration break. Man. And hydration break, okay, you can live with that, but why do you have to show these crappy ads? That is not good. Surprising from England, and like I didn't expect that from England, and 2-0 up. Good goals by Rice and Konza. The hydration break, I think, is over. At least the ad breaks are over. And this is so what I didn't expect. Rashford fans, France don't want to go 3-0 down. Good pass. Rice. Can Rogers get there? He does, but Conser, not Rogers. I've seen very little of Rogers. Like that doesn't mean he's done much, but by this time tomorrow we could have our winner of the FIFA Football World Cup could be playing extra time. You never know, but I mean, in the last World Cup went to penalties. Before that, it was decided in 90 minutes. Before that, chance for France perhaps. Oh, Mbappe! Oh, man, blocked off the line, corner. Brilliant defending, Gehi. Offside given, no corner. Wouldn't have counted. His knee was offside. Good call. Did it hit his hand? No. Brilliant play by England thus far. I'd say this. Good game. I mean, I didn't think it would be that good. Surely, referee has to give that foul. You're taking out players. Was that just a shoulder barge? I don't think so. Stop. Lise. Kunde rested. All I can say is France have disappointed terribly. I mean, where is Due? Where is Chucky? I know he's had one good shot which was saved by Henderson, but Eze and Olise, once teammates at Palace, Mbappe trying to do too much, too much, trying to do. That could have been dangerous. Foul. I don't know why I'm feeling hungry. 32 minutes, about I'd say 14-15 minutes to go before the halftime break, and England will be delighted, absolutely delighted. France, what is this? You would have thought, I mean, France picked a stronger side. Mbappe can't get on the ball there. Well marked. Just be back. Good save, Mignon. Could have been 3-0 from Rashford. Tuchel unhappy about something. Can't be seen. They're doing spectacularly well. Here goes Due. Might well be offside. Oh, good save, Henderson. Brilliant save. That was a magnificent save. Chance for Rush. Saka. I mean, as I expected, it's an open game, but the scoreline I thought would be the other way around. Who knew? The footballing gods knew. France have picked up the pace. Oh, good save, Henderson again. I mean, it wasn't. Oh, there goes Saka. Rashford rather. Good save. Could still be 3-0. No block. Oh, 3-0. Saka scores. Man, France have been absolutely pummeled there. 3-0. What is going on? What the hell is going on? France are getting absolutely murdered. I mean, absolutely pummeled they are. Have to say, Henderson has done brilliantly. All outfield players apart. I mean, like all outfield players were in. I think the person on the line should have done better. I think France have totally lost the plot. Not the way Deschamps would have wanted to go out. We go England again. That is some really, really bad defending. This game is done. I think well and truly done. But it could well have been 3-2 very easily. And French and England equal domination, I'd say. French are totally at sea. Totally at sea. What are they doing? Absolutely disgusting. Here are England on the attack again. Saka. Oof! Ooh, deflected for a corner. Was it deflected? I thought it was deflected. But Mignon just let it go. Wasn't deflected. Goal kick. Malagusto on the attack. Rice tracking him. Can't do anything. The way this game has gone, it could very well be. Now England on the attack once again. France all over the place. Oh man. End to end stuff. Like a basketball NBA game. Mbappe against Gehi. Again, another absolute shocker. I think Turkey, such a bad touch. Just let the ball go. Absolute. I mean, I'd rather not make predictions from now on. That has been a disaster. I thought England would lose, but dear, oh dear. 哦 man. France will be so disappointed. 45 minutes played. 4 minutes. Looks like Spence is down. Should be okay. Should be okay. Oh, is it 4? It's 4-0. What the fuck? Man, France have totally surrendered. France have totally surrendered in Miami. Saka with another. What is going on? Like I was brilliant run and Mignon couldn't stop it. What are these two defenders doing? Rabiot and Zaire Emery. 4-0. I mean, Lucas Hernandez and Lacroix. Fucking hell. The game's over. I mean, it was over at 2-0, maybe 3-0. Humiliation. That is what humiliation looks like. Oh, ball lost again. Could be. I mean, like still some way away from goal. Saka could have a first half hat trick. It's 4-0. I can't, I need to pinch myself. Can't feel a thing, but it's 4-0. It's France. It's England. Looks like Tuchel is safe now. There's Tony. Hit it. Deflects for a corner. All started with that wayward Zaire Emre pass. I mean, 4-0. Obviously, these guys aren't playing for the manager. Manager's going. Saka corner. Mignon punches. Oh, is it half time? Half time. Unfreaking believable. Gay he could have scored. Half time it is. 4-0 it is. Dear oh dear oh dear oh dear. Fuck sakes, man. 4-0. Can you believe that? 4-0 half time. Absolute shambles. Saka with a double. Konza and Rice. That is humiliation at its extreme for France. And I mean, who knows what might happen in the second half. I mean, France want to get back into this game. Mbappe is trying to get goals for his golden boot or whatever. And England are killing them on the counter attack. Every single fucking time. Every single fucking time they're killing them. Killing them. And I thought it would end up like 3-0 to France, but it's 4-0. That is just absolute pelters. Man, absolutely devastation. Absolute devastation. Absolute calamitous. What is going on? 4-0. I mean, I can't remember a game in this whole tournament where it's been 4-0 at halftime. 4-0. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. I mean, thankfully, I mean, we can safely say the game will end in 90 minutes unless France can do a Newcastle and come back from 4-0 down to draw 4-4. And, But the way France have been playing, they'd be lucky if it doesn't end 6-0. First goal, Zaire Emery gives the ball away. Rice makes it 1-0. Second goal, Konsa from a corner. Rabiot beaten to the header. Third goal, another breathtaking, quick, fast counter, 3-0. And then fourth goal, again, brilliant play. A high line pass cutting through the heart of the defense and cutting through the heart of the defense and absolute calamity for France. I mean, obviously Deschamps won the World Cup in 2018 and took his team to the final. Uh, but this is something that he wouldn't want to be remembered by. This is something he wouldn't want, his tenure to be remembered by. He's done brilliantly. He's done brilliantly, and he's done brilliantly as the national team coach. But that is just crap. Absolute crap. That is that is vomit inducing. 4-0. And it's France and it's England. And I mean, who needs to get a lot of credit? Dean Henderson. Some of the saves that he has made, absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Some of the saves that he's made. And some of the saves that he's made were absolutely brilliant. I'm happy it's end-to-end match. Would have been nice if it was competitive till the very last moment, but that hasn't been the case. And I think both France are dreaming of whether, thankfully, they didn't get to the final. Otherwise, they would have been taken apart. Whew, I don't know what to make of it. This has genuinely been a shock to my system. I mean, look at the teams. Yeah, I misread Lucas and Theo Hernandez's name, L and T maybe. Yeah, but it's a pretty decent defense, and they are being ripped to pieces. Upamecano, he won't want to come on in the second half, and Saliba is crocked for the next 5 6 months maybe. I mean, this game is really living up to its billing. Really, really living up to its billing, and I'm like, you know, alternating between shock and disbelief. Dear, oh dear. Jesus Christ. I'm not a Christian, but nor do I believe in God that much. I don't know what to say. And like, you know, I'm just absolutely stunned. Dear, dear. What would Deschamps be saying? I mean, he's moving on. I doubt he'd be saying much. I mean, France were favourites for this World Cup, but the way they played, maybe it shows that they are more disappointed at going out than they are more disappointed at going out at the semi-final stage than England. They knew their limitations. And England would be thinking, why didn't we play like this the in the last 30 minutes of the game against Argentina when we were 1-0 up? Whole of England would be asking that. Whole of England would be asking that, and whew, absolute devastation in Miami. For sure, David Beckham would be there. He'd be happy with his country's performance. Changes. Let's see if any of the manager makes any changes. Thomas Tuchel would be pleased if Punch. When Harry Kane could come on and score a couple of goals. Bellingham, although I don't see the point. Oh man, tomorrow the World Cup comes to an end. I mean, we would know like who's won the World Cup by this time tomorrow for sure. I mean, if it goes to penalties and the penalties are you know extended to 10, 11 penalties, then maybe not. But pretty sure we'll know who the champions are this time tomorrow and but this game is it's been it's been a shock to the system. I don't know. I can't get my words out. Rabiot and Zaire Emery in midfield have been a disaster pairing. I don't know if I don't know if I don't know if Rabiot ever plays for France again. I think this is his last World Cup. If I am Deschamps, I'm giving N'Golo Conte a few minutes. I'm giving N'Golo Conte a few minutes, and then maybe a couple more players, goalkeeper, maybe who else? Robin Risser, or I mean whoever is in the squad. I don't know backup, who are the backup keepers for France. Who the backup keepers for France are, and I'm pretty sure they're still in shock. Some of these French players, even in the dressing room. Unbelievable. You know, I said that England and France, if they play each other 10 times, France would beat them 6 out of 10 times. This must be one of those, not, I mean, one of those 4 times where England get either a draw or win. I mean, I know France have rested a few players, but so have England. And France are like, let's just set up Kylian Mbappe to score a hat trick. I mean, if I'm Deschamps, I'm taking Mbappe off. Although I don't think he'll be that you know invested in the game. I don't think that he'll be that invested. He'd be looking at the sunset of his career. Maybe he wants to get into club management. I think he'll take a break of about a year or so, and then think about what needs to be done. But I don't know if he'll be that invested in this game, and if he'll be that invested, and you know we'll see. I mean, France. I think the game is done. What they can do at best is, I mean, get a couple of consolation goals. Maybe Mbappe can get one to challenge Messi for the Golden Boot. I don't think the goals in this game should count towards your Golden Boots or anything. Uh, your Golden Boots or anything, but obviously they do. Obviously they do, and obviously they do. Second half is about to start. Just waiting to see what do we see. I mean, would be nice to see a couple of goals. Would be nice to see a couple of goals, but I mean, there's a fair chance we could see those, and we could see, but we could see that, and could see that, but man, England would be in dreamland. I'm talked about from a French point of view, but dear oh dear, absolute shitfest from second half. How far along? I mean, tomorrow. Oh, I didn't take into account that there's a halftime show. So, I mean, if it goes to extra time or penalties, we could we could have you know extension by at least 15-20 minutes. Who knows if Donald Trump's his cavalcade makes a bit too much noise, then what happens? I'm surprised that game hasn't started. Should have been 16, 17 minutes. Just started. Dean Henderson, he's been remarkable. I mean, I still can't believe my eyes. 4-0. Foul on Dembele. Come on, no foul. Throw in to England. Not sure who Dembele has come on for. Pickford sitting away, and not sure why they're showing him offside. Not offside. Throw. Maybe Mbappe. I can't see Mbappe. Maybe he's been taken off. I mean, I think he was making everything about himself. So maybe. England have defended quite with an oomph. Chance for France. Oh, 4-1 goal. Mbappe. Like, I thought he might have gone off, but he's pulled one back. He's pulled one back. So 48th minute, and Henderson can't keep a clean sheet. And Mbappe and Upamecano, is he on as well? Maybe he is. Henderson's beaten. Mbappe left-footed shot, the corner. Henderson no chance. 4-1. What can France do now? I expected a good open game. Didn't expect 4-1 after 48 minutes. You're looking for number 10, number 10. And obviously he's there, Mbappe. He say, looks like Turkey or Due has gone off for Dembele. Shot wide from Rice. Watkins come on. So both sides have rung in changes. Maybe Watkins has come on for Olise. Oh, goodish save by Henderson. I don't think it was an attempt per se, but it deflected into Henderson. Could have gone in. And France have come out of the blocks quickly. Oh, wide. Oh dear, Rabiot. Could have been 4-2. Upamecano wins the ball cleanly, drives forward, finds Olise. He finds Mbappe to make it 4-1. It was a brilliant ball by Olise. Now he's top scorer at the World Cup. Messi 8, Mbappe 9. That means Messi has to score tomorrow to win the Golden Boot. Almost. Tony is still there. Watkins on the left. Rashford must have gone off. I'm sorry I didn't check who got substituted in, who got substituted out, and everything. Yeah. Tony is still there. Surely this game can't be going to extra time. Oli say that I think his sixth or seventh assist is Dembele. In England, I think have decided to only play on the counter attack. Oh, brilliant play! Gone for it, man. Taken a shot from halfway line, almost just wide. Upamecano could have been in trouble if Eze had decided to go down. And this is the 103rd match. When it started, I was like, how are we going to get through? Oh, 4-2! It's Bradley Bakula! 4-2! Maybe the comeback is on. 53 minutes, 4-2. France not giving up. France just not giving up. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I mean, no chance for Henderson. Game on. Foul. Bakula on Rogers. Man, this game is absolute bonkers. Offside. I think that might be offside. Dembele might be offside. No. It's Olisa. Oh, deflected behind. Oh, offside given now. I think it was Dembele who was offside. That was a bad choice of ball. Not sure why they're showing Pickford as in, what are they trying to prove? Imagine being a cameraman focusing on Pickford. And Bakula has now scored three goals. I think that's a good number. I thought Due might have more, but Bakula and Dembele coming on make a difference. I'm not sure what has happened to Due. I mean, more than half an hour to play, anything can happen. There go England is suspense deflected behind of Upamecano, not happy. Dio comes the corner. Oh! Good save again by Menion that might have been going in. And Olise taking too many liberties. Is a okay. I mean, French marking from the corners is horrific. Rogers, Watkins rather. The Aston Villa pairing. Again, end-to-end stuff. This could be anything. I mean, we could see 10 goals in this game. The highest goal scoring game so far in this World Cup has been the Germany versus Curacao game, which ended 7-1. Oh, Lise just wide. Man, Lise just wide. Question has become valid again. Who finishes third? There goes Spence. Saka. England are doing the right thing by slowing it down. It's right. Same spot is a Stony. And it's gone all. It's going round in every direction. A brilliant play by Spence. There goes Watkins. Cuts in. Oh, Tony comes to Watkins again. Either can he shoot? Can he line up a shot? He does, but it's blocked and Rabiot gets clear. Rabiot or Fernandez, one of the two. I'm not sure what kind of game this is. Sometimes it's like walking pace. Oh no! What a chance! Dembele on his left would have been 4-3. That's a dreadful shot. It could have been 4-3 and we would have been in for an all-time classic. Oh, Anderson. That should have been pretty routine save, but when England once again employing the same strategy that they did against Argentina. Oh, that's a dreadful flick by Mbappe. So stupid, so careless, so lazy. He's wanting a foul there, but again England bunkering in. Chance for three! Mbappe, double figures, 10 goals. 4-3, 4-3. Oh dear, once again, England are hurting themselves. Once again, England are just killing themselves. 4-3 it is. Dear. Looks like same strategy like the last time. Seventh assist of the tournament for seventh assist of the tournament for Olise. Absolute, I mean bonkers. Absolute bonkers. Oh, could have been 4-4. Oh, Mbappe, what are you doing, buddy? Hydration break, and England need it. I'll be back. I am back in just about a minute. Man, what a game this has been. 4-3 to England now. 4-3. Still, I mean, more than about a quarter of the game to go. Can England hold on? Can England hold on? I genuinely don't want extra time. Turkey taken off. Slippers. Two goals from Mbappe, one from Bakula. England have gone to pieces. Strange strategy England are employing. Look like Harry Kane will be coming on. I mean, if England can get a goal, then I think game will be most probably done. But as long as it is 4-3, he and Olise teammates once at Palace. No yellow cards have been dished out thus far. Not that one, not any that I can remember. After this, just the final remaining. Just the final. In 28 attempts we've had. I mean, I don't know if Watkins for Rashford has made any sort of difference, positively at least. France on the attack. 5 men forward! Oh, what a miss, Olise. What a miss. Should be hitting the target, but that's well wide. Could have been 4-4. Getting poor from Gay. Should have kept it short. Olise, Olise 7 assists, 0 goals. Should have opened his World Cup account there. Lucas Hernandez. Foul. About 20 minutes to go, I'd say. Can France, can France get a goal and take it to extra time? Could they even do better? Never expected this scoreline ever. I figured it would be a high scoring game. Bellingham about to come on. France won the ball back. Going all different ways this game. All different ways. Pointless match it might have been, but certainly not goalless. Dembele, who could have made it 4-3 before it was 4-3. Free kick. Can the one of the centre halves jump and get their head on the ball and direct it towards goalwards? Free kick about to be taken. Dembele takes. Oh, deflection. Deflected, but attempts just keep on increasing. Anderson and Bellingham, number 10 and number 8. That's their numbers. Tony going off, and I think it is SA. Confirmed. I was going to say SA, but confirmed now. Looks like substitutions to make sure that the defense doesn't leak any more goals. Three is more than enough. Here are France on the attack once again, looking to get the equalizer, which seemed really, really, really unlikely about 34 or so minutes ago. It's Watkins. A chance! Oh no! What is he doing, Bellingham? Idiot! It's Bacola. Mbappe. Oh, oh no! What a miss! Only say that should have been 4-4. Lovely bit of play, lovely, lovely bit of play. And Olise has stunk up that chance. It was on his right, but he should be burying it. Oh man, that is just viscous. I don't know how people laugh. I'd be crying my eyes out on that mess. Olise with two guilty chances. Before that, Bellingham had a chance. Someone's down. The referee is injured, kind of. Man. Close to 30 attempts this game. Bellingham has the same number of goals as Kane. I thought it was one less. Bonza down as well. Why has this idiot decided to go down now? These James coming on. Feel like an equalizer could come with any move. Bellingham had a big chance that I don't know what he did. You have to say France have had better chances than England. Just haven't taken them. Mbappe looking for another hat trick in his last game at the World Cup. I mean, in that particular World Cup. Scored a hat trick in the final. And France should have wiped the floor with England. Not sure what they're doing. Yes, Rogers. Minis did very little in this game for me. Oh, penalty! Oh, penalty. Jet Spence brought down by Malo Gusto, I think. Absolute stupidity. He's terrible, Malo Gusto. All the hard work undone by stupid attempt by Malo Gusto. Stone won penalty. Looks like Bellingham will take. Not sure how good he is at penalties. If this goes in, this match is pretty much done basically. It will be Saka who takes. He scored 4 out of last 5 for club and country. Penalty to England now. Manion saved one from Morgenstern Larson, but Saka, I think, is he on a hat trick? He is, right? He's on a hat trick, Saka. Can he get a World Cup hat trick? Saka to take. Diagonalish sort of run up. Mike Manion waits. Referee whistles. Saka now. Oh, he scores. Hat trick for Saka. Hat trick for Saka, and England are taking the third spot. Hat trick. And it's 5-3. 5-3. Absolute abysmal performance. I mean, Malo Gusto has stunk up the whole fucking place. Hat trick for Saka. Yeah. Mbappe could still get a hat trick. Right in the corner. I doubt even if Mignon had dived the right way, he would have saved it. He gets the match ball. You can send it to me. 88 minutes played. I'd say 10 more minutes to go. Highest scoring game at the World Cup. 8 goals. Could still have more. France, I think, have sort of given up. Mbappe would want to get a goal. I mean, Oli say he'd be kicking himself at missing those chances. 90 minutes almost up. Oh, deflected. 7 minutes added. Mbappe to take the corner. Might take it short. I mean, Kunde coming on for Gusto. I mean, he's had a horrible time. 5-3. Unfreaking believable. Offside, is it? Mbappe offside. Yeah. Five attempts, four on target, and three scored from. That's Saka's game. Hat trick, four attempts, three, four, five. Oh, foul. And that should just about ensure that England finish. England finish third, France fourth. That should just about ensure that. Another substitution, Trevor Chaloba coming on. He gets his appearance. Dembele! Oh man, it would have been nice as a Newcastle fan to see Dan Burn on, but doesn't really make much of a difference. Got his three appearances in the World Cup, and yeah, in these games, the third, fourth place games are pretty high scoring, anyways. As Olise blocked. I mean, I remember in 2010 it ended 3-2 Germany against Uruguay. I think 20 or 2006 it ended 3-1 to Germany against Portugal. They're wanting a stretcher. Not sure what has happened to Spence. I don't know why he wants a stretcher though. Yeah, referee asked for a stretcher and now he's going off on his own of his own steam. What is the point? France look disappointed. England will be they'll be pleased sort of. Could the six? Here goes Bellingham looking to find Watkins. Apart from Trafford, I think Trafford, Menu, everyone has got some medals. There's Dembele. Oh, 5-4. 5-4 it is. Is it Dembele or Upamecano? Dembele. Obviously, was Dembele. Highest scoring in the game. Highest scoring game in the World Cup. This becomes. This is absolutely calamitous defending. Absolute calamitous defending. This is 5-4. Dembele. He's got four or five goals. Would you want to play in a game like this? I mean, if Olise had converted, it would have been who knows what might have happened. 30 seconds to go, 30 40 seconds, I'd say. You don't want to be losing the ball there. Oh, played out. Now France, so aggressive. Oh, referee allows game to go on. Cleared away that I think should be that. Oh, Bellingham driving forward. Bellingham could make it six. Oh, 6-4. Holy moly, 6-4. What a rubbish game. This has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. An absolute joke. Absolute joke. This is. I mean, England hit a six. France boundary. Who's Mbappe who's chasing him back, I think. Or Lecroix. Lecroix it was. Man, man. 10 goals in the game. Absolute fucking. So it's over. It's over. Not sure what they're laughing at. It's been a joke, this game. It's been a joke. Full time. Absolute joke. Full time 6-4. I mean, what kind of a game did we just watch? It seems like a tennis score, this. Looks like a tennis score. Dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Holy moly. Tennis score 6-4. Who would have thought? I mean, no one would have thought that. No one. 6-4. Let me end the poll. 6-4. I mean, it's a game that has now ended, and just wow. I mean, 10 goals we've seen, and given that, man, just don't know what to make of it. Just do not know. Ah. Anyways, guys, final tomorrow. We'll catch up on that, and then we'll see you. We'll see you for the final. I'll take your leave. It's almost, I mean, half past four, and I mean, should get some sleep, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, take care. Stay safe. Bye for now.